Look at application. So any part of that drill can be employed. It's not set, it's not pattern, form, kata, whatever you want to call it. It's not how you fight a fight, it's how it was taught. So the V5 drill in itself was up, down, forward, back, forward. It was an early example of accelerated learning. Early NLP, if you like, before we even knew it existed. So a way of giving somebody a myriad of training attributes inside of one drill. So here you're learning how to employ the correct weapon, point of the elbow, not the forearm, from a number of different positions, left and right. You're learning body mechanics, you're getting impact development, you're learning cadence, beat, timing, rhythm, etc. So many things from one thing. Any part of this could work. So any one part of this drill can be employed offensively, counter-offensively. So from the first example, if I was at kind of extreme close quarters, hands up, you're eating the space, and my hands are here. A good start for 10 would just be straight up with the elbow under the chin line. And as I do that, I'm checking, so he can't get away from me. So I'll come into here, bring this shot straight up. If I hit this shot straight up and get him on the chin, that's nice and peachy. If he moves his head back just an inch, and this is just kind of shallow depth movement, I would miss, in which case now I just drop it straight in his throat or drop it straight down on his collarbone. Don't subscribe to this downward elbow in this kind of application. I think it's bollocks, because it's a fine motor skill to be able to articulate the point of your elbow into the back of his neck structure or back structure. It's more likely to hit him with the tricep, which does fuck all. I'd rather just hammer or reel over with the elbow. Much better option. But the downward application here for me represents I'm striking up and under his chin, down onto his collarbone. As one example. The forward elbow from here, so you've gone up, down, forward. So in this case, up, down, forward. Well, this is just a horizontal elbow, moving on a horizontal plane. So the first one we looked at is vertical coming up. You can bring it straight up here, so your thumb index is your track. Or you can bring it across body, more Thai style. As long as it's coming in an upward configuration, aiming towards the jawline is what you're looking for. Anything that goes up must come down. So in this case, you're going to bring this elbow point downward, looking at the kind of application I just talked about. In order to get power in this upward shot, you drive off this hip, push this foot into the floor. Much the same as you would for a chin jab or an uppercut. It's coming upward. Downward motion, conversely to that, rather than pike and bring your body forward, you want to lift both feet off the ground just for a brief second. So you're just going to unweight your feet. So from up, I'm just going to unweight my feet and come down. From this position, I'm just going forward. So horizontal. It's application from here, or possible security if you're escorting. If he starts to fuck about from here, I might throw this horizontal elbow into his bicep structure, into his shoulder, or into the centre of body mass, just to knock the wind out of him. And then from here, escort him out as one possible application. I might use it in fighting, just a horizontal right across the throat, as a much higher level of use of force. But you get the point. Hold him, hit him with a forward elbow. The application of this one, coming rearward, indicates he's offline. So if he's offline just outside of my peripheral scope, I catch him. And it's close, this tool fits. And from this tool, which is just going to clear anything he does. So if he attempts to grab me, it'll clear it. If he attempts to throw a shot, I've got cover. If he just presents his target and grabs me, then I can hit him in the head, side of the neck. From here, I'm going to immediately wheel over and put in the big money shot. The wheeling diagonal elbow. So you're going all planes here. You're going upward, downward, horizontal, rear diagonal, over diagonal. Finally, you're just going to present as forward spike. The forward spike in this way can be used offensively as a strike, and it can also be used counter-offensively to cover and spike. This is the V5 plus elbow jump. Another application that you might look at, you see this quite often in Krav Maga, is attached to me in some way. Maybe I can strike upward on the trajectory of the initiation, but there's a good chance we're too shallow. But the upward elbow now becomes a downward elbow to break the grip. And then from here I can strike to finish. This is a very common Krav Maga example, counter to a grab. Personally something I would use, but it's one idea of how you could use these tools.